Hey, my friend, DK here, CEO Infinity with myEcon. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to build a successful myEcon business. Successful meaning a full-time income for you. And I'm going to map out specifically three things inside of this video that you need to know and understand in order to build a full-time income with myEcon, exactly how you're going to do that. So we're going to look at three things. We're going to look at the compensation plan. We're going to look at what you have to do. And then most importantly, we're going to look at how long do you have to do this in order to create a full-time income with myEcon. So make sure you stick around, watch this video all the way through. We're going to look at many things, including compensation plan slides, the dry erase board. I'm going to map everything out for you so you can fully understand what it's going to take for you to get to the top and have that full-time income that so many people are after, not only just in myEcon, but having a home-based business. So let's get right to it. Let's dive in. Okay, so before I head over to the dry erase board, what I'm actually going to do for you here in this video is we're going to look at what a full-time income is, and then we're going to reverse engineer it back so you can understand what it is that you need to do right now, what it is that you need to do. So as soon as you're done watching this video and you decide to get started with myEcon, you're going to know exactly what to do and how you're going to do that. And you're going to know what you need to do every single day in order to build up to that full-time income. But before we get there, we're going to take a look at the compensation plan. So what you may want to do is take a screenshot of what I'm showing you here on screen right now, because we're going to reference this several times in this video, okay? So there's two slides that I'm going to show you here. The first one is this is what you earn the day that somebody joins, okay? And I'm not going to go through every single column there, but we're going to turn around and we're going to reference this later, okay? So here, you're going to be able to see this is what you get, your generation one, that very first level. So those $35 or $70 commissions, that's what you get when someone joins you. Then when your team starts to duplicate out, in other words, the person that joins you, they probably didn't join you just, to join in and be a cheerleader. They probably want to turn around and make money just like you. So when they start to produce, you can get, 50 cents, a dollar, $3, $5, or $10 when they start to produce the people that they bring in. Okay. And then that can cascade down all the way down through infinity, meaning there's no cap on your income as people are joining as your business is building and growing. Okay. So just kind of take a mental snapshot of that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look at, need to clear my throat there. Sorry. No edits though. We're just going to keep on rolling. So what we're going to do now is look at this is what happens every single month when they renew. And this is really what's going to be important when we reverse engineer back and we look at what you need to do each and every single day in order to get to that full-time income. Okay. So what's important is to generate a full-time income, you need a decent amount of people on your team. We're probably talking anywhere between 750 to 1,000 people on your team. Now, that may seem like a really big number, but I could tell you from doing this for many, many years, it's really not that difficult to achieve as long as you're doing specific things every single day, as long as you're staying, with it and you don't quit, you don't give up on yourself, you don't throw in the towel and you don't move on to the next shiny object hoping to strike it rich. You gotta stick with it, but hang tight. We're going to get to all of the finite details. Okay. So when you are at a level of 750 or 1,000 people on your team, clearly you're going to be up in the infinity or CEO level. Okay. So as an example, we'll swing back to this when I hit the dry erase board, but you're going to be averaging anywhere between $6 to $13 per person renewal with those hundreds or thousands of people on your team. That's where the full-time income is going to come into play. So the first two columns, the gold and the platinum don't really come into play here. We're really talking infinity or CEO, and this is just plain and simple numbers. But I want you to understand what the dollars are going to be when I start talking about renewals once we hit the dry erase board. So wanted to go over the myEcon compensation plan first so you have an idea of that so you can see what it is. And one of the things I love about the myEcon compensation plan, it's really simple. It literally fits on a page, sometimes two pages, depending on how I lay it out. But it's really easy to understand. When everyone on your team renews, you get between, $6 and $13 per person. It's that simple, So depending on where they are, whether they're on your first gen, your second gen, third gen, your ninth generation, your 15th generation, doesn't matter. You could be getting paid every single month on every single person on your team. So really, really powerful stuff here. Okay, so again, take a screenshot, take a mental snapshot, just have an idea of the renewals. So when I go hit the dry erase board, which we're going to do right now, now we're going to break down, we're going to reverse engineer specifically what you need. In other words, how long you need to be doing this in order to get to that full-time income, and then what you need to be doing each and every single day in order to make that happen. So let's go dive in. All right. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to dive into and kind of break down everything that you need to know and understand. So, we looked at the myEcon compensation plan. So, you have an idea of what the renewals are. And really, the renewals is where the full time income is going to come into play here. So, let's break down two specific things. What do you have to be doing every single day? How long do you have to be doing it? How to build a successful myEcon business. Okay. And again, this is starting from scratch. Okay. So keep in mind, this is really important here. Before I get into anything, I want you to realize this. And most people just don't get past this one thing. Everyone starts at zero. It's up to you if you want to stay there. I heard that phrase many, many years ago, and it was just one of those phrases that really, really, really stuck with me. Okay. So I want you to think about that. Everyone starts at zero. It's up to you if you want to stay there. You guys have to realize that if you're watching this video and you're trying to figure out, hey, can I build a full-time income with myEcon? Can I create a successful home-based business? The answer to that is yes. You literally have every resource, every tool, every ounce of training right at your fingertips. You just have to do it. And it literally all comes down to confidence. And it comes down to you either want it or you don't. You either create the results or you create excuses. Because if you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll create an excuse. So if you've been the type of person that over the years, you just keep creating excuse after excuse after excuse, like you don't know how, you don't have the money, you don't have the time, all those, they're just excuses. So you need to stop the excuses because we've been teaching people just like you for years exactly how to do this. You just have to do it. And don't quit. Don't give up. Don't stop. Always be moving forward. Okay. So that's it. Let me come off the soapbox here for a minute and get back down into these specifics. So let's define specifically what is a full-time income. Now, everybody's dollar amount is different of what could be a full-time income from you. For some people, it's $10,000 a month. For some people, it's $3,000 a month. For some people, it's $6,000 a month. It's a different dollar amount. Okay, so what is a full-time income? So I'm just going to say in this specific example, we're just going to use a big round number. We'll use something like $8,000. Okay, so we'll put about $8,000. I think most people, if they were making $8,000 a month, that would be about a full-time income. And just for quick and easy math, $8,000 a month. You can see maybe see it right there. It might be a little small on your screen, but that's $96,000 a year. That's pretty decent income right there. So if you were making $96,000 a year, chances are you could probably be able to, if you were making $96,000 a year in your myEcon business, chances are you would be able to work from home and not have to have a job because that's a pretty decent income these days. If you look at the medium income across the United States right now, it's about $50,000 to $55,000 a year. Now, granted, that's generalized and that's across the whole United States. That doesn't factor in, high density areas like Los Angeles or New York or wherever, but you get my point here. Okay. Now let's break it down a little further. How many people would it take to be generating about $8,000 a month, $96,000 a year in your myEcon business? And I'm going to say for big, round, easy to understand numbers here, we're going to say it's going to be about 1,000 people in your business, on your team. Okay. Now, do all of those, and of course, that might seem like a really big number, but again, from experience doing this for many, many years, it's not. It's not a huge number. It's something that easily can be achieved as long as you don't quit, as long as you don't stop moving forward. That's the key thing here. Have the confidence, develop, build, grow, nurture that confidence Work on yourself. I mean, guys, there's a reason why I have books on the shelves behind me. They don't just look cool, like I've actually read them all. I invest into myself every single day, every single week, every single year. You got to work on you. You got to strengthen your mindset and your attitude. If you don't, then all of this will seem impossible. You will come up with all of the excuses as to why you can't do this. And it's because of one simple thing. It just means your confidence in yourself is not strong enough. That's it. Like, that's it. Okay. So you got to understand that. Just confidence. Make a mental note. Write it down. Confidence. It's all about confidence. Okay. So now 1,000 people. If you had 1,000 people, let's go back to the comp plan. Remember that mental snapshot you took. Okay. So if you had 1,000 people and those 1,000 people were renewing, remember, as with 1,000 people on your team, you're going to be a CEO Infinity. You're going to be at the highest rank inside of myEcon. So everybody renewing on your team is going to be renewing somewhere between, $6 and $13. It's probably going to be closer to $13 because the majority of those people are going to be in your top 5 levels, which is where the higher dollar renewal amounts are. So let's say you're doing an average of, we'll say it's about $10 or $11. I'll even just split the difference and we'll just say 1,000 people renewing. Okay. And pardon my little, drawing here. I'm doing the best I can with my MacBook trackpad here. Okay. So let's say you had 1,000 people renewing at $10.50. Okay. Just to give you an idea here. Okay. 1,000 people. Okay. And I'll just do the math so we're all on the same page. 1,000 people times $10.50. I mean, it's pretty simple math. Okay. That's $10,500 a month. So that's why I said earlier, what would be a full-time income, roughly 750 to 1,000 people on your team. So that right there, okay, that's a 0, not a 6. Okay. $10,500 a month. And that's just with renewals. That's not daily sales. That's not you getting sales. That's not your team members getting sales. This is just every single month when they renew. So this 10,500 would actually be higher. Okay. That would probably be actually closer to, like, who knows, maybe 12, 13, 14, maybe $15,000 a month with 1,000 people on your team and many of them producing. This right here, this how many people right here, this is literally just the monthly renewal. So when you look at it, you could probably get it back to 750, maybe 800 people on your team. So now let's reverse engineer this. What do you have to do daily to get to this? What do you have to do daily to get to a full-time income? Well, are you going to get 1,000 people overnight? No, it's plain and simple. It's just not going to happen. Okay. It's not going to happen. And it very, 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 very rarely happens in this industry, in this niche, unless you're a huge monster superstar and you already have a team and you go from one company to the next and a lot of people come with you and join you. But again, that very randomly seldom happens. So we're going to look at what you have to do to get this. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to reverse engineer this all the way back. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on a 12-month goal. Okay, 12 months. So yes, that means for you, okay, that means for you that you have to stick with this. You can't just do this for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks. No, you got to stick with this. You got to be in it to win it. You have to make a commitment. Just like you show up to your job every single day, you're going to show up to your business every single day. So in 12 months, you want 1,000 people, okay? So that's the goal. 12 months, 1,000 people on your team. Now, can you do that in 12 months? Yes, absolutely, 100%. That is possible. So now, what's the goal? Well, we know that to get to, hypothetically in this goal here, you want to be doing this for about 12 months. So now let's go back. So about 11 months out, and I'm not going to go through every single month, but we go 11 months out, and let's say you have about 850 people on your team 11 months out. Okay. And then 10 months out, let's say that you have about, 800 people on your team about 10 months out. So let's backtrack it even more. Let's go about 8 months out. Okay. Here, maybe you have about, we'll say about 600 people on your team. This is all duplicating out. And then we'll go back 6 months out. So 6 months from right now, hypothetically, could you have roughly 400 people on your team? And the answer to that, my friend, is yes, if you stick with it, if you do the work. And I'm going to talk about what is the work? What do you actually have to do? What do you have to do each and every single day to build up to 1,000 people on your team, to build up to that full-time income, that 5 figures a month? I mean, think about that now. Before we go any further, I want you to think about right now. What would 5 figures a month do for you and your family? How would that help you? How would that help your bills? How would that help your future? How would that help your debt? How would that help just how you operate day to day in your life? 5 figures a month. I want you to just maybe close your eyes for a second. Just picture that in your bank account right now. Picture a check coming in from myEcon every single week. $2,500 one week, $2,500 the next week, $2,500 a week after that, $10,000 a month. Would that help you and your family? If the answer to that is yes, then stop quitting and bouncing from one thing to the next and stay consistent. Just stop the cycle. That's all you got to do. Okay, it's all you got to do. Okay, so now let's go again 4 months out. In 4 months, can you get 200 people on your team? The answer, yes, you can, because I've done it over and over and over and over again in multiple different businesses and companies. Yes, you can do it. So we're going to go up here, okay? 2 months from now, okay? 2 months from now, can you have, okay, 100 people on your team? The answer to that is yes. 1 month from now, 30 days from right now, 30 days from right now, can you have 50 people on your team? Yes, you can. Let's break it down even further, okay? So if you were to break down 50 people, can you get 50 people in 30 days on your team? 50 people is not a lot. Yes, you can. Yes, you can do this even if you are starting from scratch. Okay? So if you break that down, 50 people, okay, 50 people, that's 25 people in 2 weeks. That's roughly 12, 13 people in your first week. Roughly. Again, these are all numbers. So on your very first week, in 1 week, okay? Day one, week one, your focus is to go get roughly 12 people, okay? That's your number. So the question is, how do you get 12 people? Now, are you personally responsible for all of those 12 people? And again, guys, this is all rough estimates here, but I just want to show you that it is possible. Okay, and think about this. Like, what if you didn't do it in 12 months? What if it took you 13 months? What if you did it in 10 months? What if it took you 15 months? I can personally tell you from literal, actual, real life experience. I started my online journey in January of 2016. I didn't create a 5-figure monthly income until June of 2017. A year and a half. Most people, 99% of people, would have quit. They would have given up. They would have thrown in the towel and said, no way, doesn't work. But I kept going. And I created a full-time 5-figure monthly income because I did not stop moving forward. You could do the same thing. Okay? You could do the same thing. So, what is the actual work? What is the actual work that you are doing each and every single day? What does that look like? Okay, what does that look like? I'm going to switch up. I'm going to jump to the slides, and I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. So what you see on your screen right now is literally exactly what it looks like to start promoting, start sharing your myEcon business. This is literally how all of the top earners, top producers inside of myEcon do it. They create little pieces of content. They share it out to social media. Okay. So what do you have to do each and every single day? You're literally looking at it, but more specifically, how do you do it? How do you get started? How do you start doing this process right now? Once you hit the link in the description down below, okay, you're going to pick your level that you're going to join to myEcon. I don't really care. Just get started. Starting is the most important process. Doesn't matter to me what level you join at. You get started. We're going to plug you into our team training site. We're going to show you how to start from scratch, exactly what to do. Okay, you're going to get into our team training site. You're going to watch a video that says start here, watch this first. You're going to plug into our Facebook group. You're going to get on our team email list. You're going to get in proximity to all of the leaders and the producers on our team, people that are making a full-time income and are going to show you step by step exactly how to do it. You're going to download our app. You're going to get our 100% industry leading and free to you. It's not free to us, but it's free to you app. This app costs us $1,800 a month. We're giving it to you. This is how you're going to run your whole business. This is where you're going to do the work. This is how you're going to do the work. Okay. You're going to get the app. You're going to go and you're going to set up your links. Okay. You're going to watch the video and start getting started. You're going to see right there on the left-hand side where the arrow's pointing, setting up your links. Okay. You're going to learn how to set up your myEcon affiliate links using our proven to convert sales funnels. This is where the sales funnels on a day-to-day basis help do the work for you. They do the selling and telling for you, okay? Then you're going to start taking action, okay? You're going to start getting out there and you're going to start putting out that little piece, those pieces of content each and every single day. This is what you actually do day by day. So to get to those, 10, 12 people a week in your first 30 days, this is exactly what you're going to do. And by the way, we have had hundreds of people do this process and get those results. I've had so many people generate 20, 30, 40 sales in their first 2 weeks. So many people. Documented and proven, my friend. You can do this. You just have to do it. Okay? So you're going to watch that video that says take action. This is what you actually do. Okay? You're going to watch the video. You're going to click the folder below the video. You're going to open that up. You're going to see multiple other folders. We have different types of viral content already done for you, available for you, which means you don't have to create the content yourself. It's already created for you. Okay? These are proven and duplicatable viral pieces of content that our teams have used for years. Okay, you open up one of the folders, you grab one of the videos, okay? You go through, which video do you want to use? Doesn't matter. You're going to do this each and every day, every single day, preferably 2 to 3 times a day. That's the actual work right there. That's what you actually do each and every single day. So can you go into our folder? Can you upload a video to your phone? Can you share that out to social media? The answer to that is yes, you can. Remember, everyone starts at 0. It's up to you if you want to stay there. Do you want to stay stuck? Do you want to stay struggling? Do you want to stay jumping from one opportunity to the next? Or do you just want to do the damn work and get the result? Simple, simple, simple. You're going to take the piece of content, you're going to upload it to your phone. You're going to start sharing that out to social media every single day. Now you might be thinking, all right, Daniel, I get it. What if I don't have a big social following? What if I don't want to pitch to friends and family? What if I've, never had results doing this sort of thing before? Great. You and everybody else. Okay? You and everybody else. Every person that you see on your screen right there, every single one of them started at 0, just like you. Every single person. They all started at 0. Okay? Catherine, $1,500 in her first 7 days. Brogan, literally able to walk away from his full-time job. Now, did he do it in 5 months? No. 6 months? No. 10 months? No. Took about a year. But he was able to walk away from his full-time job and now literally does this full-time at home with his wife. If Brogan can do it, so can you. Ashley, 30 sales in 7 days. Come on. If Ashley can do it, so can you. Okay? So these are snapshots from our team's Facebook group, which, by the way, we're going to plug you into. We're going to surround you with positive, driven, like-minded people. Okay? Every single screenshot that you see there, and we have hundreds of these, all of those people have all made 10 or more sales plugging into this system. Okay? So if they can go out and get 10 sales, if you can go out and get 10 sales, and then one of those people can go out and get 10 sales, and then one of those people can go out and get 10 sales, do you think you could get to 50 people? Yep. If you can get to 50 people, do you think you could get to 100 people? Yep. If you can get to 100 people, do you think you can get to 200 people? Yes. And that can cascade all the way up to 1,000. So the point here is you just have to do the work. That's it. You know what the work is, you know what the number is. So right now, the only difference is you. And I'm going to unshare my screen here. We're going to bring it all home. So you have a basic understanding of the myEcon compensation plan. You have an understanding of the numbers that you need to hit. And now you have an understanding of the work that you need to do and the numbers that you can hit each and every single day, week, month, and so on. Okay. So can you get, I mean, think about it. Can you go get 2 sales in a week? We've documented this hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times with people on our team. Yes, you can do this if you just go get started and do the work. You know what the work is. You have an understanding of what you're going to do. Go into our folders, grab pieces of content, share that out to social media. You're going to do that each and every single day. And now it just comes down to one singular thing, my friend. Okay. Can you create a full-time income with myEcon? Yes, you can. We've already proven it with so many people on our team generating a full-time income. So the one specific thing that it comes down to is your confidence and belief in your own abilities. And we're going to circle back to, if you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll create an excuse. It's time to stop the excuses. It's time to go create those results. You know what the work is. You know that everyone starts at 0. So do you want to stay there? Do you want to stay stuck? Do you want to stay struggling? Do you want to stay in that same spot over and over? Do you want to keep leaning on those excuse crutches? Like you don't have the time, you don't have the money, you don't know how? How long do you want to lean on those excuses? How long do you want to let those excuses define you? Or now that you know what the work is, do you want to just go do it and start building? All it takes is you, effort, and consistency, my friend, and you can do it. I appreciate you watching very much. If you made it to this point in the video, please do me a favor, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Also, hit that bell icon so you'll be the first to know anytime I put out a new piece of content. And if you have not gotten started with myEcon yet, link in the description down below. Smash that thing, pick a level, get started. Starting is the most important part, my friend, and you will be on your way. We're going to work with you step by step. We're going to show you how to do everything. You just have to go do it. That's it. That's it. So get there, hit the link below, get started, get on the inside. You're going to hear directly from me right after you get started. We'll give you instant access to our team training site and everything you need to get started and start your journey with myEcon. I appreciate you, my friend. I'll see you on the next one.